So sometimes it's like, no, even if you land there by plane, you may just be like in the middle of like conflict, no internet. There'll be like an internet shutdown, maybe no electricity, maybe no water. So you really, really, really need to do your research. But otherwise, like Ethiopia has so many historic sites, so many beautiful things to see. I don't even think
Yeah.
I've made around like 20% of what the country has to offer. So definitely recommended, but again, precautionary. And then of course, the being a man and being a woman factor plays a huge
Of
role as well
course.
when it comes to these things. So yeah, I think it has more to do with like the country and also the fact that I'm a woman than it does with me being a foreigner, or I mean not foreigner, like I'm from here, but like me not speaking the language like fluently.
Fair. Yeah. Now, have you probably in the capital, but do you see a lot of foreigners from like different African nations, Americans, Europeans? Do you see a lot of people visiting or even like immigrating there, or not really?
We do. We have a
Okay.
lot of them. Actually, I forgot the statistics, but there's a statistics. There's some kind of statistics. Like so, Ethiopia is basically. I mean, Addis Ababa is also known to be like the capital of Africa because we do have the African Union headquarters in Addis
Yeah.
Ababa as
Yeah.
well.
You see a lot of news
Yeah,
from there. Yeah.
and Ethiopian Airlines, I believe, flies to more destinations than any other African airlines as well. So that plays a role too. So, oh no, a lot of foreigners, honestly speaking, especially like in Addis Ababa in downtown spaces of Addis, which is like Bole area,
Yeah.
Kasanchis, and so on. A lot of foreigners, and like as you said, like neighboring African countries, along with like Western countries,
Yeah.
Chinese. We have so many Chinese, of
Really?
course.
Has that been
Oh,
for
yeah,
like generations or
they built
recently?
a lot of things. No, I think it's more recent. Recent. I think it came more with like the whole industrial
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
growth stuff here. Like they have like
A lot of
yeah, a lot of
investment in Africa.
projects actually was handed to the Chinese. So
Yeah.
a lot of the big buildings. Our train was built by the
Mhm.
Chinese.
Yeah.
So
They're trying to build
yeah,
like a new Silk
yeah.
Road, they say. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of Chinese people here as well. A lot of Chinese. There's also Indians. Yeah,
Okay.
Arabs,
Yeah.
many
And
Arabs.
then,
So
so for those who, again, who are probably there for work, but they've been there for maybe a couple of years now, just like yourself, are they now, is everyone speaking like maybe English, Aramaic? Like, is it a mix of two? Are people like really assimilating? Like, let's say we were to go out on a Friday night, would you see maybe a group of like Indian and Chinese and maybe Africans like all hanging out together? Or that's not really where the culture is at yet?
like hang out together, like the foreigners mixing together,
Yeah.
or
Yeah. Like, for instance, like,
yeah,
let's say you mentioned,
I
yeah.
think it really depends. Yeah, I think it really depends on where you go. Again, like we have
Okay.
so many like these nice bars, these nice
Yeah.
like like places where like they have like karaoke,
Oh,
trivia,
nice.
game nights, and so on. So in places like this, really, it's just like it's a cocktail. It's like
Okay.
everyone is. There's like the
Yeah.
Ethiopians, there's like the young people, the older people, the people who like work in this kind of place, students, blah blah, like all mixed together. And yeah, I really really think it's the what like the factors that like decide like who hangs out with who. Of course there's language barrier, but then like people
Of course.
speak English, which is like most of the time the common thing among people from different countries, of course. So if they speak English, I feel like it's really more about proximity, like if you work in the same office, if you live in the same area, and so on, people do like hang out and talk, like it
Nice.
happens.
Since you've been there, I think you said, was it 9 years? You said 9 or 8 years you've been living
Yeah.
there. And can you, now that you can kind of, obviously, again, you've been there for some time, can you see someone and can you immediately tell if they're from Saudi or Ethiopia? Do you have that eye now that you could
I
tell
think
that?
I
Oh,
do. Yeah, I mean,
can
it's not
you?
that hard to tell an Ethiopian and Eritrean from. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I could. I think I could.
Yeah.
Arabs, not much, because it could be Arabs. Again, like they look very different depending on countries and so on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think yeah, I could definitely spot. And then I could also a lot of times, not all the time, but many times, I could spot an Ethiopian or Eritrean person who lived in Saudi or in a Middle Eastern country.
Really? How's
Yeah,
that?
it's the perfumes, man. It's the
Really?
oud perfumes.
Okay.
It's the oud perfumes. Like it. You're like, okay, this person lived in the Middle East.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely. But
Yeah.
of course, not 100% accuracy, but it's there.
Now, for those individuals who are watching this who maybe want to, let's say, maybe immigrate there or pay it a visit, like what are some of your green flags and red flags for visiting or moving to Ethiopia? Like what are some of the recommendations you have? Like some do's and some don'ts.
So some do's is do a lot of research, of course.
Okay.
Like as
Hmm.
much as
Respect that.
it's very it's I feel like especially from what people think of it, it's really chill here. Like it's good,
Okay.
and it's not like that different, you know. And again, I feel like that has a lot to do with like just the world has gotten really connected, you know,
Hmm.
because like there are times when like people come here and like they would like, especially like, you know, people from the West, they would say something about like shows, like, you know, about some TV show and stuff, and it'd be like, oh yeah, that's an Office reference or something like that. They're like, oh my god, you guys watch The Office? Oh my god, you guys watch
Yeah.
Friends?
Yeah.
And I'm
Gee.
just like, yo.
I mean, you never know,
It's so
right? So, but I
cute.
get it.
It's so
Yeah.
cute. Like I was also like with I was with this one guy like last week, like a workmate, and he came here for a conference because we just used to meet online before that, you know, just through work and stuff. And he came here for a conference last week, and he's Mexican, so he's Mexican, and he lives in Britain, and we were at this like restaurant, and they started playing like Bad Bunny, and he was like, "Oh, Latin music." And
That's
I'm like, yo, I was like, yeah, we like him here. He's like, oh my god, like I never thought I would
yeah.
hear
You would.
this
I mean,
music here.
East
And I'm like,
Africa,
oh,
Puerto Rican artists, like yeah, like it almost doesn't make sense. But yeah,
yeah,
I get it.
yeah, it was so cute. Like he was genuinely surprised. He's like, I
That's
didn't
awesome.
know. And I'm like, oh no, we listen to him, we listen to J Balvin, like, and then
Wow.
obviously Latin music was much bigger in Arab countries too. Like, oh my god, like Arabs love Latin music. So
That's something I
even
didn't.
for
That's something I didn't know. I did not know that.
yeah,
Okay.
but like yeah, Latin music's not that huge here, but yeah, there oh no, places played, especially at least like the super viral songs, you know. But like he
Hmm.
did not think about it, so I would say it's really not that different. It's fine. Like people could definitely, and it's a place worth visiting. This is when it comes to moving here, it's a completely different story. But I think that's the same thing with like moving to any country in the world. Like moving and visiting are two completely different things. When it comes to moving here, it really depends. What are you doing? Are you gonna like work
Hmm.
here, or like are you working as, are you like, you know, just like, you know, an entrepreneur or something? Let's say if you need to do business here, you need to understand like the business environment here, the laws that we have, and so on. So I think really research doesn't hurt, and like that's basically for anywhere in the world, I guess.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, like it's a nice place.
Yeah. Do you find that again, maybe amongst like your friends and maybe people you talk to, other freelancers, or just again what you've experienced? Do you know are people wanting to like raise families, or people just like casual? Like what is the situation that's more common nowadays that you're seeing or experiencing?
So I would say, especially in the past 2 years, a lot of people in my circle have been having babies,
Okay.
and that
Is it
and that's
like by
no, it's
choice?
out of
Is it like
marriage. No, it's out of marriage and stuff like that.
okay,
But
okay,
I'm just saying, we're getting older. That's all
yeah,
I'm saying. You know, like yeah. So no, over here, people really like family values is very important. Like people,
okay,
a lot of times, not all the time, of course, but then
yeah,
what's culturally accepted a lot of times is like you get married, you have kids, and a lot of Ethiopians, most Ethiopians, I would say, have so much love for their country and so
yeah,
much pride as well. So yeah, I would say like at least from people in my circle, you know, even the ones who are like very well off, the ones who are like, you know, okay or whatever it
yeah.
is, one thing they have in common is like they want to make it work here, you know,
Oh,
they want to
nice.
make it work in Ethiopia.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I've seen like commonly.
Yeah. So it seems like they're doing things. Again, my assumption is they're doing things like with intention, right? So we're not just necessarily just having fun, but it's like, all right, like is this going to be something serious? Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
definitely. Oh
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
it seems like.
We've reached that part in life. Yeah, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. Yes, a lot of people, I would say, yeah, a lot of relationships are turning into engagements. People
Yeah.
are getting married, kids, and so on. So yeah, the past
No.
2 years, especially, like I would say, it's been like happening, like just quick.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, probably that probably has to do with their religion a lot. And I know when I've been to like maybe other Muslim areas or Muslim countries, there is like a party scene, but not really. Would you say that's the same thing for Ethiopia? Like there's like clubs and bars, but like not really, that's not really the thing, or is that maybe a mixed perception?
So no, Ethiopia, first of all, especially Addis, I would say, like even numbers wise, probably it's not Muslim dominated. It's
Okay.
not